someone writes 9 pages of code, launches a digital currency worth over $1 trillion, and then abruptly logs off. For years, the identity of Satoshi Nakamoto remained the internet's most heavily guarded mystery, a ghost constructed of encrypted text and silent wallets. That silence breaks inside a Tokyo capsule hotel. A man is found dead in one of the tiny coffin-like sleeping pods. He carries no identification. His fingerprints have been surgically removed. His expression is entirely peaceful. But the anonymity of the body is contradicted by what investigators find carved deeply into the plastic wall right beside his head: the words, "Satoshi lives." Resting on the victim's chest is an encrypted laptop containing a single folder labeled Genesis. Inside is a distorted video file featuring a masked voice. The masked voice delivers a very clear message. If anyone is watching the video, the creator has already relocated. The digital myth has finally produced a physical body. This impossible crime scene transforms a global internet mystery into a localized, lethal reality that demands a specific response. Tokyo Metropolitan Detective Kenjiro Hayakawa operates on a rigid premise: nobody truly vanishes without a trace. An insomniac who sleeps in his office, Kenjiro approaches every missing persons case by looking for the structural flaws in the disappearance. This obsession is anchored in his own history. In 1997, Kenjiro's younger brother walked out of their family home and never returned. Decades of searching yielded zero physical evidence, leaving Kenjiro permanently searching for patterns in the void. He applies this method to the Genesis folder. He finds thousands of hidden names: technology executives, global bankers, intelligence officials, and journalists, all tightly bound together by a massive web of anonymous, untraceable cryptocurrency payments. The physical leads immediately dry up. There are no fingerprints, no witnesses, and no suspects on the streets. Kenjiro has to shift his focus from concrete evidence to digital shadows, diving into underground cyber forums and encrypted communication networks. Kenjiro begins to see the scene for what it is: an engineered path. The carved name and the positioned laptop aren't traces left behind. They are markers intended for a very specific type of investigator to find. The rumor of Satoshi's return leaks out of the police department. Within hours, global financial systems begin to react. Institutions panic. As markets bleed, major banks quietly implement withdrawal limits to prevent a total collapse of liquidity. This chart shows today's Bitcoin prices. Notice the violent spikes in these red and green candlesticks. This volatility is happening because dormant wallets containing billions of dollars, untouched since the network's inception, are suddenly executing massive automated transfers. Following a string of coordinates embedded in the transaction hashes, Kenjiro travels to an isolated forest shrine. He finds no servers. Instead, hundreds of old cellular phones hang by wires from the tree branches, all ringing at the exact same moment. He answers the nearest device. Through a thick layer of digital static, a heavily synthesized voice delivers a single metallic sentence: "You can't solve a ghost." The panic in the markets and the physical taunts reveal a severe reality. The underlying cryptocurrency architecture is not a neutral piece of software. It is a highly active system, automatically destabilizing global finance to protect its own anonymity. A former intelligence consultant named Professor Watanabe suggests looking closely at the mathematics of the code. If you want to build a tool that effectively traces all illicit money moving across the globe, you don't fight decentralized networks, you invent one. Watanabe introduces the Ghost Protocol. He hypothesizes that Satoshi Nakamoto is a fabricated identity designed by international intelligence agencies to coax criminal organizations into using a transparent, permanently recorded ledger. Kenjiro begins cross-referencing the network's developmental milestones with his own private archives. He maps the timestamps of Satoshi's earliest forum posts against the documented timeline of his brother's disappearance. As the data points overlap, the periods of Satoshi's radio silence match the exact windows when his brother moved between safe houses. The professional distance of the investigation collapses. Kenjiro realizes the surveillance architecture he's dismantling is the same machine that erased his brother from existence decades ago. His brother was never kidnapped, and he was never murdered. He was recruited. He actively erased his own identity to become the hidden architect behind a global financial surveillance weapon. The final set of coordinates points away from the mainland. Kenjiro charters a boat into the center of a severe typhoon, arriving at an abandoned data facility anchored to rusted pillars in Tokyo Bay. Inside, emergency lights illuminate a massive, humming labyrinth of active server racks. Deep within the heat of the machines, a localized terminal projects a distorted audio-visual feed. The program introduces itself only as the Curator. The Curator confirms the timeline. Kenjiro's brother understood that a decentralized system requires a creator that cannot be subpoenaed, arrested, or compromised. He voluntarily deleted his physical identity so the network could live forever. But the protocol is currently executing a defensive purge. A terminal countdown drops below 1 minute. When it hits 0, the facility will execute an untraceable global distribution of billions, intentionally shattering public trust in both fiat and cryptocurrency. Kenjiro faces a terminal prompt giving him the power to halt the transfer by exposing the creator's true identity. He can publish the truth and dismantle the surveillance tool, or he can protect his brother's sacrifice and let the illusion stand. Kenjiro presses no. The terminal locks. Alarms trigger as the lower levels of the offshore facility intentionally flood, permanently submerging the hard drives and drowning the physical evidence. The very next morning, the typhoon breaks. At Shibuya Crossing, millions of people swipe their cards, check their portfolios, and purchase their coffee. The markets stabilize. The system continues exactly as it did the day before. As Kenjiro blends into the morning rush, his phone vibrates. An unknown number delivers a final message. "Thank you for protecting the protocol." He looks up. A hooded figure watches him from across the street, turns, and vanishes into the crowd. Physical cash, digital tokens, ledgers, they only hold value because we collectively agree that they do. When faced with the choice between a comforting myth and the cold reality of absolute control, humanity will always choose the ghost.